In this episode of Falmouth in Focus, we hear from our state senator on efforts to battle the opioid crisis, find out why the Falmouth Public Library is reaching out to the community for instructors, and we hear about work being done by a local group to help the homeless in Falmouth. All this and much more on this edition of Falmouth in Focus.
Hello and welcome to Falmouth in Focus, FCTV's current affairs program. I'm Michael Kasparian.
And I am Queen Carberry Banda.
FCTV recently sat down with State Senator Sue Moran at her office in West Falmouth to talk about an issue that has damaged many lives on the Cape and nationwide.
Yes, Senator Moran discussed the state of the opioid crisis and what she and her colleagues on Beacon Hill are doing to combat this deadly crisis.
Hi, I'm Senator Susan Moran for the Plymouth Barnstable District, which includes 4 towns on each side of the Cape Cod Canal, including Falmouth. And one of the things that I've been working really hard on in my economic development sort of sandbox is the opioid crisis and substance use. We know that especially during COVID, so many individuals have died and so many people have lost family members. And there also is, in addition to that incredible human crisis, there's an economic piece of it where folks lose that important person, whether it's at the job or at home. So what we're doing is we just had an incredible forum. I had maybe 60 people show up, including police representatives, DA representatives, sheriff. We had treatment folks from Gosnold and other places, and just AA people, Al-Anon people, Narcotics Anonymous folks, and talked about how individual the treatment can be, and that's probably where we should be putting the Sackler litigation settlement funds that Attorney General Maura Healey, now governor, was able to obtain. That fund will be able to move our efforts at cutting edge options, and so I'm going to be doing a series of informational and conversational pieces so that people that are professionals in the area, along with people who just really have an interest in care, will know what is the best option to offer, where are the services, and opportunities for all the service providers to speak with each other so they're not operating in silos, so that we have a more cost-effective treatment plan, and more importantly, hopefully going forward, a more successful treatment plan for folks. One of the things that Barnstable County has been really great at is compiling information about resources. And so one of the places you can certainly contact me, my address is right on the State House website by phone or by email, but you can also contact Barnstable County. They're doing the outfront work on this along with us.
Thanks to Jeff Wayman for that story.
Just a reminder to stay informed on the latest local, state, and federal COVID guidance with regular briefings by Falmouth's health agent Scott McGann on FCTV Government Channel 15, our Facebook page, and fctv.org.
And it is time now for FCTV's condensed version of the takeaways from the recent municipal meetings. Selections are chosen based on community impact.
The Select Board met Monday evening for a regularly scheduled meeting. The board brought up concerns over dogs routinely being found off-leash on town beaches. Board members discussed the lack of enforcement of the leash rules on beaches and asked the animal control officer to find an appropriate way to resolve the issue. The board agreed that increasing the effort to educate the public about the rules is a good first step to take.
The issue with the dogs is, as you know, that the town bylaw, as far as dogs on the beach in general, only applies to municipal town beaches, public town beaches. It does not apply to private property. The leash law, however, does apply to private property unless the person has the permission of the owner of that property to have a dog off leash and it's under control of the owner.
The final thing I was hoping to get is that we can have some sort of regular enforcement that's not call-driven, so that there's a regular interval where the folks out there on the beach are going to start to know that they're coming around.
Madam Chair, would it be also a good idea to have a more strenuous message put on the website, the town website, reiterating this?
I always think it's good to give notice again and again and again.
Hard to enforce policy if you don't
We can
post
certainly
policy.
put it on the news flashes going out that, there will be stepped-up enforcement, so please, here's the bylaw, take a look at it, and make sure you're in compliance.
Maybe we could put it on the new Beach Department's Facebook page. I know we had one email from one of the people that were concerned, asking if that was a possibility, get the message out a little more.
Absolutely.
The more places it's posted, the better.
Right.
It's better notice.
To see the meetings in their entirety, check out Government Channel 15's program schedule at fctv.org.
After a short break, we'll visit the Falmouth Winter Farmers Market in its new location.
Hello, I'm Karen Delaney, the Executive Director of the Falmouth Service Center. The Service Center is a regional food pantry that is available to any household in need from any zip code. Households can pick up fresh and frozen fruits and vegetables, meat, dairy items, and non-perishable foods. Families often come weekly to pick up groceries from us to help stretch their food budget, which enables them to have more money available for other bills. In addition to food, we also have other services, ranging from financial assistance to back to school and special holiday programs. Our hand-in-hand thrift shop is a resource for families, and the proceeds benefit our FSC programs. All of this is accomplished by a small staff and over 400 active volunteers who are the backbone of our work. If you need help or want to help, please visit our website or give us a call for more information.
Welcome back. Just because we're in the middle of winter here in Falmouth doesn't mean that you can't treat yourself and your family to locally grown goodies.
Yep, the Winter Farmers Market offers root vegetables, herbs, jams and jellies, grains and granola, fresh baked goods, and so much more.
To learn more about what the Winter Farmers Market has to offer, we paid them a visit at their new location.
This is our second market. We had a soft opening last week and we had vendors selling out. So we had 4 vendors out of 6 sell out. We had 150 people come through in a snowstorm in 3 hours. So we consider the first market a really good success. And then this market, we're still missing our tent. So we have a heated tent coming for the following weeks and we'll all be in the tent outside. But this week we were able to do it outside because the rain held off and we have heaters out there at Bad Martha's, so it's going pretty well for a second week. We're really happy.
I found out about this farmer's market through Lisa, one of the vendors here. She does microgreens and some great other stuff, but she approached me when Mahoney's next door decided not to host them again as they've done in past years, and I said, we'd love to have you. I think we have the space for you guys to set up here and we can make it work, and should be a win-win for both of us. We've had vendors here in the past, and we've done artisan fairs and had some farmers sell their wares out here before, and it's something that fits right in with our mission in terms of finding ways to work with the community, build collaborations, and kind of a get bad, do good philosophy we have. So we're very excited that this has come together and we've been able to make this work. And we look forward to having the farmers market here every Sunday and doing everything we can to support this partnership and have fun with it through the winter.
We really think there was a need for a winter market. Mahoney's wasn't doing it this year, unfortunately, so we knew that the community could support it, and we were pretty excited about doing it. So we had Farming Falmouth and Falmouth Farmers Market, and Bad Martha's was wicked excited about incorporating it. And so everybody's all worked together to try to pull this together. still a work in progress. We're working on a tent, and it's just an excited, fun thing to have in the summer and winter. It's not just in the summertime, because so many people are growing throughout the season, and I grow my stuff indoors, and it's just, I think, a great thing to happen for the community.
So it's officially a Falmouth Farmers Market event. So we're able to take SNAP benefits. We're able to use our resources to basically allow our vendors to accept SNAP for this market, which is like the biggest thing for us, is food access. So that's why we're really excited to be able to run the market. And then what else? There's just so much good about it.
The Winter Farmers Market will be open every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Bad Martha's through March.
However, we recently found out that location may be changing. For more information, please visit Falmouth Farmers Market on Facebook to learn more. Thanks to Anthony Sedera for that piece. Now moving on to efforts to help combat homelessness in our town.
It's important to remember that our neighbors living on the streets are especially vulnerable during the winter season.
And to help them endure rain, cold weather, people experiencing homelessness depend on our support from our community.
FCTV recently spoke with a local group about the increased need for assistance as the weather turns cold.
Folks who are experiencing homelessness can access any number of housing support services by coming directly to our office or calling our office at 65 Town Hall Square. We work with a number of homeless serving agencies that do outreach and case management services, as well as providing those services ourselves here in the department. Residents in Falmouth who notice that there are folks that are unhoused, they can also call our office and alert us to that, because many of the social workers and case managers do street outreach, and we can try and locate folks that may not be aware of our services. A lot of the folks that are out there we are well aware of. There's regular outreach happening to those locations.
I would say the first step is really to make sure that people are safe, especially in this kind of weather. We want to make sure people have sleeping bags if they're sleeping outside, if they need blankets or anything like this. And then we offer to open their case, and then we, I'm speaking for myself now, for HACK, the point is really to connect the people with the different services they could have in this community. So of course my main focus is housing, but when you sleep outside, you may have not seen a doctor for 2-3 years. You may have lost your documentation. You don't have an ID. You don't have a social security card. So all those services that we provide at HACK, working directly with the people, or we refer people to different agencies.
Belonging to Each Other provides cold weather housing here in Falmouth and case management services to help people find housing.
If you think about the basic needs, I'm thinking about St. Barnabas every Tuesday from 11 to 1. They offer free lunch every Tuesday. If you think about showers, we belong to Each Other, ASG, HACK, the human services, we've been working with Rocky's Gym on 28, and people can go on Monday morning to take a shower. He opens his showers to the people who would need that. But we also see more, and we have seen it since COVID-19, we have seen a new typology of people who were just renters, regular tenants with good records, and for whatever, the landlord sold the house and they're looking for housing on the Cape that they cannot afford. So that's a very different type of population, and there's a new population, I would say, even elder folks that are not, they have no idea of what it, homeless for the first time in their entire life, been working 40 years, veterans. So that's a different typology of people, and there's a need for those people to find affordable housing.
If you would like to help, contact Falmouth Human Services at 508-548-0533. Thanks to Bob Fenstermaker for that story. Next, a story about a local resident in pursuit of her doctorate degree at the impressive age of 70.
Yes, Kathleen Haynes is the first member of her family to have a college degree. This year, she hopes to graduate from Walden University with a doctorate in psychology, a feat that is almost 2 decades in the making. Inside her home, Kathleen tells us about what this pursuit means to her. So you have a wall full of degrees?
Yeah, but they're not up. Only a couple of them are up. I was 53 when I decided to pursue higher education. My topic is on spinal retinitis, the disease I suffer from, but it's on the suicidal ideation that people with my disease experience, and how doctors and medical professionals don't always agree that somebody has this disease because it's not something you can see. It has to be seen by MRI, in contrast to MRI. Then there's my National Society of Leadership and Success, and then I'm in Psi Chi Honor Society, I'm in the Golden Key Honor Society, and I'm in the Honor Society. And my paper and my dissertation is to bring hope to people with this disease, and to hopefully the medical profession will take time and at some point read my study and see that they need to be more aware of the suicidality in their patients.
How has your experience been learning and researching this particular subject that it is very close to you?
It's a way of validating that this is a problem, and I'm not the only one who experiences it.
What are your plans with that degree?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure at this time. It's been a long haul in school. I don't want to just sit back on my laurels and say, oh, you earned your degree, now you don't have to do anything. I still have all my volunteer work. The idea was to teach online at the university level, but I also know that I'm up against a lot of people who are younger applying for the same jobs. And I have applied for jobs and not gotten them, and I think a lot has to do with my age, because I'm more apt to retire, and somebody who's 20 years younger than me is more apt to stay for a while. That's my newest, my Master of Philosophy.
How many degrees do you have?
Associates, bachelor's, Master of Science, and Master of Philosophy. And then I'll hopefully get my doctorate.
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm very proud of myself. I didn't think I'd ever say that. It's been a long road, and I didn't think I'd ever say that.
Dr. Haynes sounds very good.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll be able to put it on my mail, Dr. Haynes. My mail will come to Dr. Haynes.
No more just Haynes. Like, no, Miss.
It will be Dr. Haynes.
Very good. Nice. You earned it.
I will have earned it. I will have earned it with my blood, sweat, and tears. Believe me, all three.
Kathleen only has 22 weeks left in her studies. She says she's doing this in honor of her late mother and everybody who believed in her along the way.
And now, after the break, we'll hear about high-level courses offered at Falmouth High School. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Advanced Placement, or AP courses, are part of class offerings at Falmouth High School, which allows high school students to take college-level courses.
Here's more about some of the AP courses students are taking at Falmouth High School.
Falmouth High School offers a large number of AP courses in all of their academic departments, as well as in CVTE and in the Fine Arts Department. Students are highly encouraged to check with their teachers to sign up and to consider taking an AP placement course.
Well, it's definitely a lot more work. The workload can be a little bit more challenging, but I think it's just a great opportunity. It can also keep you from taking those courses in college when you get there. If you pass your AP exam, overall, I think it's just a great way to learn. Yeah.
My AP experience has been super enriching. I've taken 10 courses so far, and I really feel like they've prepared me really well, and that I've become a lot more well-rounded because there are so many different classes you can take in all different subjects. 10 because I really like the feeling of pushing myself, and they do challenge you within reason. It's not unmanageable, and also I feel like it's really prepared me really well for college. It's made me a competitive applicant for a lot of very high-achieving colleges. I've done well in the exam, so I get to get a free pass and get credit for a lot of my first-year college courses, so I can focus more on classes that I really am interested in instead of like general education classes or something like that. And I just feel better prepared for the workload that college is going to bring.
I've taken APs since it was available to me, so I think sophomore year I started with AP History. And I always just want to take them because I want to challenge myself. I definitely like to get into my academics. And I think here at Falmouth there's a lot of great options, there's a lot of great resources, and it's just great to, start to dip my toes into the college curriculum, but, have the teachers that I can always talk to and get help from. Oh yeah, I would definitely encourage everyone to take an AP class. I think that you shouldn't be scared of it just because it's like at the college level. I think that if you just talk with your peers, talk with everyone in your class, and just work together, I think it'll be great. I think you'll have a really great time.
Thanks to Ryan Weber for that story. Now this is exciting. The Falmouth Public Library is looking for experts and educators to share their knowledge with the public.
The library is looking forward to resuming their Joy of Learning series in October, and they are looking for volunteers to teach. Here is Sue Henkin, a reference librarian, talking more about the program.
We're reaching out to the community because, it's one of those things where we don't always know, we know there's a lot of wonderful people out there that would be great instructors, but we don't necessarily know who they are unless they make themselves, unless they stop in and talk to us. We get tips from people, but, I feel like there's so many good people that we don't know about in the town of Falmouth that might want to be an instructor, particularly people who are retired or used to teach or have an interest in that. So we put an ad out in the paper asking some of these people to come to us. It used to be that it was mostly retired professors or teachers. And at this point, we've opened it up a little bit to say, we might try something different, like the garden club might do a 4-week gardening class, which is a great thing, which isn't exactly an academic thing, but we think that that would be a great topic too. So at this point, we're kind of looking for both. We'd love to have the retired academics, courses like history or religion or philosophy or different cultural things. We'd love to have those, but we're also doing different things. We also had a theater class last time with Mark Pearson of the College Light, and he's going to be doing another one. We'll have the garden club. We had the Genealogical Society do a 4-week series. So again, we're just not as strictly defining what we want for classes anymore.
What kind of maybe types of instructors or courses that you guys would really like to implement in the next coming session?
That's a great question. I mean, a lot of it's my personal things that I'm interested in, but I'd love to hear, there's certain countries that people don't know as much about. I would love to do a course on, say, the history of China or the history of Japan, or, we've done a lot of similar classes, but we haven't done those. Maybe a Russian history one, or if it has been done, it's been a long time. I would love to have art history, which we haven't had for a while. Mm-hmm. And we're always looking for things like religion, philosophy, that type of stuff has been we did a Buddhism class a few years ago that was really popular. We've done film classes on and off throughout the years. If we have someone that knows a lot about film and wants to talk about films, that's always a great one.
Joy of Learning courses are free and open to the public. The library is offering 5 classes this October. For more information, please visit their website, falmouthpubliclibrary.org/events, to learn how to sign up.
The Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute researchers are active in more than 800 projects around the world at any time, providing critical information about some of the most urgent challenges facing humanity and the planet we call home.
Yes. Now a look at the best of 2022 at the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute with this montage showcasing just some of WHOI's ocean science, technology, and engineering highlights.
It is our shared responsibility to lead the science, to lead climate action, and to do it with urgency and commitment.
Here at the Ocean Pavilion with all the young Woods Hole scientists who are leading the way, looking ahead, finding the solutions.
Thanks to Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute for that piece.
FCTV wants to remind you that television can be as easy as hitting record on your smartphone. We'd like to invite all Falmouth residents and visitors to share their slice of life with us. Email us your photos and videos or upload them to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag MyFalmouth or Falmouth in Focus to be featured on the show. Thank you to our most recent contributors.
Yes, and now we leave you with the sights and sounds of the Falmouth High School Winter Choral Concerts. Thank you for watching Falmouth in Focus. We'll see you next time.